Fly me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, oh babe, kiss me. A do 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 do. Do 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 do. What do we want to do with this? Solid colors look kind of nice. Do we want to colorize this whole thing? Well, we have some layers to play with, so we can do what we want to this. Let's try colorizing Camo, and then we can just kind of actually what I want is colorify. We'll do a custom color. First, we need Squid Girl. Kikka Musume. This is an absolutely adorable anime. Look at that cutie. So happy. Let's pull a dropper. Where is the dropper tool? Right there. And we're on her layer. Camo. We got that color of blue. Let's switch it over and get the accessories. Propane accessories. Alright, so let's go back to our working layer for the background. Colors, colorify, and custom color. That one. Right, how could I? How do I copy the HTML? C, Control V. Okay, that seems oddly arduous, inordinately difficult. Custom color. We're just looking at things here to see what looks nice. That probably be a little bit better. Try that. I can live with it. It's a little dark. Maybe what I can do is take a copy of this layer and work between the two. Now we have another layer to colors, colorify, custom color, Wappenspiel, that one, copying that, putting her in there, putting her in there. Why is it? No, come on. Don't make me Russian bias you. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now we have this layer, a little bit lighter. I still don't know if I like that. And this layer. Now what happens when I play with this? Hardness 5, opacity. Yeah, we're just playing around for now. Size 200. Bam. Nothing. Because I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty garbo. Yeah, not really digging it. Okay. So that was a test. And now we know that I don't really like that. Okay, what are we going to do about these layers? Remove them. Let's find a different way to colorize this. So the other way is, once again, taking from our base layer, copying it into a new one. Now we're only working with a copy of our template. Let's go to tools or filters. I'm so good at this. Let's see, edge detect. Edge. Yeah, why not? Bam. And then, is it colors? Invert. Now we have a template. Almost like a fill in the lines. I'm so bad at this. It's like a coloring book. So we have our coloring book. We have our base layer. We're gonna need more layers here. Let's see. Let's select by color. And I want all of this green, but I want it to be a different color. So, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love to you, good girl. Okay, looks like we picked up our green. We're going to... Ooh, you know what would look really good here? What's the word? I need to deselect. A pattern. We need a nice... Something sort of felty. Felt would be a nice pattern for this, I think. So let's go to... Oh, is anybody... Hey, Derp Tank, nice to see you, man. D-Man, howdy. We're working on a custom camo today. I'm just kind of screwing around. I don't have the focus to do anything. I have like a migraine and upset stomach, so not to complain, but I won't be playing the game very much, so I figured I'd make a custom camo. So let's look for felt. That's a nice texture right there. Right away. That one's good. It's the wrong color, but we can fix that. And then this is kind of interesting as well. That's cute. That's pretty adorable. And that, of course, is also adorable. This is right about the color we want. And that's a pretty good looking texture. So let's give it a shot. Save image as. Double checking to make sure it's a PNG. Sometimes with Google image search, you'll be downloading the thumbnail instead of the actual source image. So you just want to double check things real quick. If the image isn't fully loaded in, you'll download a thumbnail and it'll look like Garbo because it'll be a JPEG and low resolution. So we get back here, and this is where things get interesting. So this is like techniques I've just picked up, so we'll see how it works out. We drop our felt in, and I like that scale, so I'm not going to scale it down or up. I think that's pretty good. We're going to Control C. That puts it onto the clipboard, as you can tell. There it is. And then we're going to hide it. We're going to go back to our template layer, and we're not altering this in any way. We're being very careful not to alter it. So we're just selecting, and we've picked up our green. We've selected the area that it normally occupies. Now we're going to our experimental layer, as it were. And we're going to go to the fill tool. Opacity 100, why not? And we're going to go pattern fill. And it should be up at the top left here. Is that it? Clipboard. Yes. Okay. Fill full selection. And bam. That looks really good. I really like that. Doesn't that look amazing? So just comparing that against the base layer, that looks really cool. So deselect to look at what we've done. Doesn't that look awesome? And it only took a few seconds to do. That really is a nice base layer. It still has the realistic look that the plane had. Looks like we got little green smudges here. What should I do with those? I should have put the filter over them as well. So what can I do about that? Let's go back to our other one and just do the same thing again. Okay, that should do. And then back here. Clicking on the paint box, everything should be the same. And bam, no more smudges. So we're gonna have a little bit of a cleaner look, which I'm totally fine with. This is gonna be a Weeb anime skin. But man, it just really looks good now, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know what your opinion is. Everybody has different taste in what they want to see on an aircraft, but I like the cleaner look. And this cloth texture does not belong on an airplane at all from a realistic sense. But we're going to put Squid Girl on here too, so it's going to get even more weird. But I really like the look of that. Even the engine intake is altered, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and change that right now. So we've got this layer. We're going to select, let me see if I can, you know what, let's use the delete tool and change the hardness, and that's probably about what, 90 pixels wide, a little bit more. Let's try 120. That's pretty close. Bam. Okay, engine intake is back to looking like it's not out of Yarn Yoshi or something. There's a wheel. That one looks to be about 100 pixels. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Some of these models, man, they are a bit different. So it's always exciting to see how they've actually cut these things up to put them on a two-dimensional plane. I'm going to check the old YouTubes real quick. I want to be better about checking comments. I really do. So how are you guys doing today? Good, I hope. Man, this looks cool. I love it when something just comes together like this. I try not to plan any of my artistic things out. And again, I'm not a drawer. I just copy paste things off of the internet that make me happy, and well, that's what I like to do. So we have the instrument panel. That's normally a green color. That's gonna clash with our felt, so we might leave that covered, as it were, with felt. However, it's going to look a little weird if our cockpit is also... what to do. I think I know what to do. I'll just darken it. So I'll make another layer. And let's go to our paintbrush. Color, we're going to use black. And that looks like a good size. Painting over this. And painting over the cockpit. And what we'll do is change the opacity of the layer. So let's make it 50. That's probably still not quite as much as I want it to be. Make it 70. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm happy with that. For now, we'll see what it looks like later. I might totally change my approach on that, but we shall see. Apparently this jet is called Kikka in the game files. Of course, it's called Kikka in the hangar. That's interesting. Also interesting is the gradient here between, like, the front end is darker than the back end. And then you've got this part that's lighter. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. It might end up looking like a patchwork. And why does this side of the elevator darker than that side of the elevator. Go back to our original image, and I don't see that gradient. Isn't that odd? It must be with the pattern that we used, and that's going to end up making things look a bit odd. So that is going to be a thing, I think. A thing that's going to exist, and we will deal with it when we get to it. Now what if I change the opacity of this layer? Let's make it 60. That looks kind of interesting, but also kind of not so good. So let's change it back to 100. This is how I art. I just play around with things until I find something I like. I don't know what I like until I see it. And we'll get rid of our texture. What's this layer? Oh, that's our coloring book. I don't know if we want this one anymore. So we'll just leave it there as a resource. This is our shade layer. To throw some shade on that. And what's up? Oh, my wifey's checking on me because she heard I'm not feeling good. Thanks. Texting the wifey right now. I think U is not a word phone. That's just the letter U. I typed I, and I want it to stay I. Need rest. Okay, Tank Baby is taking a nap right now, so I should have a little bit of time to mess around here. Let's see. Yeah, see, man, I see your little emotes, and I'm not sure what they mean, but I appreciate the thought. Dragfos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I usually do have my noise suppression, or my noise gate on. And maybe it needs more. Huh, maybe not. We'll have to see things. From my end here, it looks okay, but I could be wrong. And I'm just gonna go with it for now because my brain's not working. Okay, let's put some Weeb Thunder in here. So a new layer, and let's start dropping Squid Girl into this thing. So here's our little Kawaii-chan Squid Girl. She's so cute. And where will we put our little figurehead? So we could put her on the front of the body. We could put her on the tail. We could put her on... Are these wings? The wings are kind of stubby and chubby on the little, the Kikka, aren't they? But I'm not sure if those are the wings. Kind of hard for me to tell what I'm looking at here. That's clearly the body. Let's put her right here on the back side of the body. I think that would look pretty neat. So, going to our decal layer, sizing her down to an appropriate dimension. We're using PNG files, so it should work out nicely. Move her over, and she's still a little too big. Kawaii-chan Squid Girl, let's get you to lose some weight. I know you're sensitive about it, but you know what? When a girl is too big, you just tell her she's too big. do not follow my advice in real life. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that for now. We'll see how that pans out. And do we want her on both sides of the body? No, that'd be boring. I would like to put some manga on here, but I don't know if it'll really work out. It would probably work better on a tank model with more flat surfaces. I think we're going to try and keep this one kind of simple. So that looks good. Doesn't clash too badly with the texture that we have, but what we can do with this is adjust the level. Or we could just colorify. That looks, why does that look so bad? Huh. Oh, we could overlay a, ooh, that's what we can do. So we can make this a little bit more opaque and drop 60, and let's put a layer below it. You're probably hearing my mouth smack all over the place. Sorry about that. I can't really hear what the stream sounds like. That's our new layer. We want it below this one, and we wanted this to be, let's make it the color of little squid girl here. What a cutie. What a adorable little lass. Alright. Drop her. Paint. And let's pick up her secondary color as well. And go back down to this layer, and we want to see. Actually, let's go back to our salt layer and pick up outside of our main color, then select invert. That's how we get our main color. And we're going to be using our fill tool again. And blammo. Whoa, what did we just do? Haha, we did pattern. That's kind of hilarious. That's not what we wanted. We want a solid color. So let's go for the darker or lighter. Darker or lighter. Let's play around. So color fill. Bam. That looks better. That does not look better. That's a good one. That's pretty nice. I think that has just the right amount of anime cheerfulness and color contrast, and maybe make it just a bit darker to contrast with Squid Girl's own colors, or maybe not. We'll just rock with that and see what happens. So select none. We've got two layers now of a texture layer and a color layer to modify the color of that texture, bring it in line with Squid Girl's colors. Let's drop some more decals in here and go from there. I love the username. I saw it said I throw rocks everywhere. What? Oh, okay. Thanks for the tips, Dragfus. I'll try and put those to use sometime when my brain's actually working. The computer fan sound. Interesting. That's the heater, I think. Interesting. Da, 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 da. I'll stop looking at the comments now. My train of thought is dangerously slim right now. Downloads. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Da 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 da. Tesu-chan. Da 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 da. Oh man, they're so adorable. The colors are a bit off on that one because it's actually a fan art. So we might have to work with that or hold off. And did we put this one in yet? Alright, now we got things to work with. Where am I? Okay, let's hide all the things we're not using right now. So, yeah. And where's that one? That's our decal layer. Why are we looking at a boundary box right there? Oh, it's because we're still clicked into that one. Okay. Okay, this one. This one's gonna be fun. Let's copy that and go back to our decal layer. Turn our felt back on. Decal layer is... this is when I should start labeling the layers. Alright. There's our decal there. Okay. And let's figure out where... You know what? You can be on the other side of the body. I think that'll be kind of cool. Let's put you on the back side. That'll look kind of neat. Okay. And what, 200 pixels was the other one? So let's try that. Looks okay. I do like it. Maybe this one a bit smaller. Yeah, that still works. That's looking pretty cool. Now let's change the angle of the dangle here a little bit. Is that... Now we still want that dynamic pose. Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. That almost makes it feel like she's gripping along this plane here. And then into... Yeah, that works. It's almost like she's stepping into the rising sun. Which is entirely appropriate. I feel like an Imperial Japanese pilot from 1940 would really be able to appreciate this artwork. Perhaps, or perhaps not. But we won the war. So I get to do what I want. Weeb Thunder, 1945. What else? What else? Let's see. We can play with that one. We did that one. Okay, so let's get rid of that one because we've already placed it somewhere. Here's the logo. Where will we put that? Or will we? Yeah, why not on the wings? Why not? But just one of the wings, because we're stylish like that. And I kind of want this to have... Yeah, we'll have to take our felt layer and do an overlay over our decals to give it that sort of a depth. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Is it backwards though? It's probably upside down. Hold on. So this is probably the front plane. Yeah, it's upside down. So we'll select, copy, delete, paste, and flip vertical. Now is it... This should be the left side, the inside, outside. So I think that's good. But we'll see. Got plenty of time to test this. And speaking of, go ahead and overwrite, and then preview. What abomination have we wrought? You know what? That looks kind of neat. It needs some more, what is it? It needs some more texture, I guess. It needs some more color differentiation. Differential? It needs some more color. Maybe, ooh, some like a tentacle thing going down the back here would be pretty cool. Or just some kind of, like a water splash in the front would be cool. Maybe on the leading edge of the wings. But I really like the way this natural yellow goes along with that one. Do we want the logo on both wings? I think no. Let's just put a big graphic on this one and have it be asymmetrical. I feel like this is an airplane. We already featured some asymmetry here that looks pretty neat, so that each time the plane turns to show a different face, you're seeing just a little bit different side of the Squid Girl. Let's put our death face next to the cannon though, because I feel like that'll be a lot of fun. So, I'm supposed to be having lunch right now, but I got distracted. Okay, so which side is the side of the cockpit with the cannon? Or I should say fuselage. It'll be the one where she's waving. Isn't that lovely? Come here, let me shoot you in the face. So where do we want our decal? It will be right next to the tip of the nose. I can't really tell. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 panels back. 1, 2, 3 panels. So sort of here, I think, is a good place for our sticker. Let's find that one. This is where I may have messed up a little bit. Oh, here it is. Okay, so copy that one. Go back up to our decals layer. Let's hide that though. And there we are. Paste. And all of that looks good, except of course for the giant size of your face, Squid Girl. Scale down. Move her on over. That looks pretty cool. That looks okay. That's looking pretty neat. Now we need to blend that in somehow. So we have options. I could. This is going to be tricky. So let's change our hardness on our erase. Make it really soft. And really big. And see what we sort of blend in those, because you don't want those sharp. And yet we've lost a lot of her hair there. Now we'll roll with it and see what happens. So post that, or paste that. Overwrite again and see how it looks in the hanger. That looks pretty good. But there could be... Oh, my legs! My legs! Can we move it forward a little bit? Maybe. It looks a little bit tacky. You know, as opposed to the rest of this. But what should I do about it? We'll leave it there for now and see what develops. What else do we want? I want a big graphic on this wing. Okay. What? You know, I'm almost digging it just the way it is. Sort of a clean look. You know, just a little taste of the kawaii-chan. But what can we... I could stop calling her kawaii-chan because that sounds weird, but I'm rolling with it. Try downsizing this just a little bit. Yeah. And then move you there. Put you on the nose. What happens if we put you right there? Alright. Let's just play around with that. We're playing around here in case you couldn't tell. Gonna have it right in the middle of your face. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Back you up a bit. Select, copy, delete, paste, move, back her on up. Now, try that again. Hey, that looks pretty. I like where you're lined up vertically. Let's tilt you down. And then why do you look so blocky? That's just... Find you from the layer you now. Rotate you. Yeah. Oh man, you look bent now. That's good. Scary. Oh yeah, that's intimidating. Okay. That is really frightening. Death Chan eyes. Alright. Do I want anything down the middle here? Kinda cool, but I'd have to line it up very carefully. Get some water. What? Use. that we have to go with. And in America, this anime is called Squid Girl, but using the Japanese probably just a better way to avoid getting other squid stuff. But of course, get other squid stuff anyway. Apologies if there's any weirdness here. Oh, just a random Google search, so you never know what you're gonna get. Things you cannot not really getting any inspiration. Yeah, kind of hoping that there'll be something. Meh. Just splash. Splash. There's a splash. Almost like a wake is what we're looking for. That extra. I don't know if it's gonna work. That's pretty good. Motion. Alright. Yeah, nobody uses the Kikka. Looks weeby. that's exactly what we're going for here. So cheers. Yeah, I was thinking about using the Kikka a little bit just to punish myself, so I decided to put a custom camo on it so I would have some reason to keep trying. That's actually not bad. A little too realistic, but we can maybe alter that a little bit to make it into a overlay. Not honestly what I was looking for. Let's try wake. Not waking up, like a boat wake. Get woke, y'all. Yeah. This is why random Google image searches are so good. You just get weird stuff. No wake zone. That's a. Let's try wake zone. Let's try that. Wake zone. I kind of like the idea of putting that. Okay, that's a good idea. Slow, no wake. You know what? That'll work great on our little. Why am I looking at undies now? Why am I looking at manatee boxers? Wake zone. Apparently, okay. It says no wake zone. Yeah. Do 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 do. The Dawn has a very catchy tune on his channel. Kind of like the look of that. Huh. There, that's a classic. I've seen that on buoys. And then that one could be helpful. All right. Interest.uk. I didn't know they did that. Wouldn't want to confuse British Pinterest with American Pinterest. Okay. Oh yeah. Low no wake sign. And then we'll change the colors to match our theme, perhaps. We'll see. Let's drop it into the image and see what we get. So decal layer and downloads. Low no wake. And copy. Decal layer is layer 3. Paste her down. And you know, I think I know what I want. Okay, let's go back to this one. Let's select the white color. That's the best you can do. You can do better than that. Threshold. Jeez. You're not the best, highest resolution image, but you know what? You have been selected. Actually, now you've been. Layer 3. Paste. What just happened? I hate it when it pastes something in like a... Why? Why do you paste it all the way up there? I don't understand. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Where am I gonna put this? Let's move it onto... Is that the tail plane? That, I think, is the vertical tail plane right there. And then we'll have to scale it down, which is actually probably good anyway, because it's rather low resolution image to begin with. And Kikka is tiny. That looks kind of cute. That doesn't look like... No, that's a horizontal plane. Okay, that's the horizontal tail plane, whatever you call it, the elevator. We want the vertical tail plane, so let's find it. Maybe I could put it... Oh, that's where I could do. I could put it on the body, right? Because when you're stalling out, it's gonna be like... Yeah, let's put it on the bottom side of the wing. Wanted something there, but something subtle. That looks pretty neat. Which wing? These two. Let's see if this is that one. That would be... So we do want it over. Okay, and there's the leading edge of the wing. I think that's the one with the flaps and whatnot, the trailing edge. So that would mean we need to flip vertical. What? What did I just do? Flip vertical, slam. Flip horizontal, slam. Okay, left to right. Yeah, that's definitely the outside edge. Do we want to rotate? Do we want to scale it down a little bit more? Let's scale it down a little bit. Getting a bit small. But that looks great. Okay. And we'll move her just a tad. We want it on the outside. In there, that's tacky. Not the kind of tacky we're going for. That looks good. Alright. Now we're really checking things quite often because I'm about to be done with this. I want to put two... Those engines look a bit strange. They look a bit strange to you? I'm not used to looking at the Kikka's engines. I gotta fix that too. Those exhausts look really tacky. But I can't get a good look under the wing. There it is. Looks good so far. And now we just need a big something on the sides here of the body. Some text. So let's get some English on this thing so people know what it is. And okay. Why? Just why? That's kind of cute. Maybe that's not. That's adorable. I'm not feeling any of this. This is kind of good. It looks a little bit low resolution. No, that's not bad. Give her a shot. There's a Know Your Meme on Squid Girl? Huh. The more you know. I'm an old man. I don't know the memes anymore. I just make a Animu Girl custom camouflage. Okay. We're gonna have to mess with this a little bit before we can paste it. We need to, first off, this is gonna be tricky because everything's blue. So this tool, Glamour. And that's looking pretty good. And select, convert, copy, layer 3, paste. Oh, now it goes, like, it just goes off a bit. It's quite interesting. Interesting because I have no idea how it actually. One of those things that I hate that edge there. I might have to smooth that off a bit. Downsize this just a bit. Downscale, I should say. And yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay. Hey, you know what? That looks like a thing. Looks pretty good. But I want this black a bit more subtle, I think. Oh, but that is something I want to do in another layer as well. So basically I want to copy this layer and put it over that layer and make it quite opaque. Yeah, I think I like that. How do I feel about this overlap being like that? I'm okay with it. Okay with it. Alright, where's the engine intake? Because we need to clean that up. I should consolidate. I really would like to have more going on here. What? Oh man, I need to put it on the other side of the cockpit or flip it. I don't want to flip it, so I gotta put it on the other side of the cockpit. Okay, that's why we do these things. So you. But we want that to be under our creepy face. Underneath layer 3, paste. That looks bad. Maybe we should just get rid of creepy face. Because better. I know what I'll do. Maybe I'll put you on the other side of the airplane. Nah. Get gone. Take a look at her. What? What? That's interesting. That's very interesting. It transports the layer over to the other side. Very interesting. Well, I'll just get rid of that text entirely. It's kind of cool, but it's also unnecessary. That is a cool look. So. Six. You can just get flattered. That looks kind of neat. Still a little bit of hinting at some ink going on there. Okay with that. In fact, ink blots. That's what I should do. That is gonna be what gives a little bit more pizzazz. This, okay, that should be finishing it up. I'm happy with that, happy with that. Yes. Let's put some ink blotches down. So, we want that on our colored bits, but not our other stuff. So we're back to layer 1. Selecting color, open space. Select invert. Oh wait, no. I messed up. I got ahead of myself. First we need our ink blotches. So, ink blotches PNG. I want a big, huge, diverse, like that is a little bit too. We don't want an ink fold. Just like, go with ink splatter. That's pretty neat. That's also neat. This one's dynamic as well. If I'm looking at the size, I want something that's pretty much random. Not any easily detectable edges, so something that's centered and doesn't have a sharp cutoff. That's a little too busy. This one has some good motion to it, and it's also a large file. Let's give this one a shot. Not exactly what I wanted, but see what we can do. So, back to our this one. Okay, so we have that layer. We need a layer above it, and so many layers. But life full of layers, like an onion. Back to layer 7. I've fallen in love with this technique here by selecting a color group, selecting the fill tool. I still messed up though. I haven't put my ink blotches in. Downloads, ink splatter, copy. Actually, I wanna scale that. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah. So we copied it. Now we're back into layer 1. Selecting color. Back to layer 7. Fill tool. Pattern. Clipboard. I messed up. I need to Select. There's my copy. How many times will we do this? Alright, select. Invert. This is going to be it. This is how I finish the model. Because I'm getting out of time. And we'll change our opacity to, let's say, 35. That looks pretty neat. That looks pretty neat. I must say that looks pretty neat. Really love what working with opacity, layers, textures, and random PNG files from the internet can do for me. So let's overwrite that. Take a look at her. I like it. I really like it. I can live with this. I can definitely live with this. Okay, let's fix those engine exhausts though, and the wheels now as well. So consolidate some things. Get rid of that. Merge all these layers down. Yep. Wait. That was a mistake. Actually, just take a look at that, because that actually looks pretty good. That actually looks... It looks a little bit more real, if that makes sense. But, nah. Clashes a bit with this. I need to hurry this up. Tank Baby's gonna wake up soon. I haven't had any lunch. Check the comments real quick. I want to leave you guys hanging if you had a question or something. The effect of California acid rain. Absolutely. Hey, TIE Fighters. Now you can see why I'm not playing with you right now. Because I'm busy playing with myself. Playing with paint. With GIMP to be specific. That looks like an engine intake. So what layers do we need to mess with? This one. Just let this to not be entirely precise. And why does everything look black? I guess that's just colors. Leave the control panel. And where, oh where are my engine? What I could do is change the opacity on this to where I can actually see what things are. Okay, oh, now for the boring part. What? Here. Here. Getting all of our texture off of faster. I don't know what these things are, but weird color. Not that. Green flashes. What else? Where? We're looking for the engine intake. That looks like green. It might Right? I designed these cubicles. Tighten that up. I designed these cubicles. Deleted. Looking good. Such as it were. You yelling in me. Ah. And there's a lot of components on. Some modeler done his job. Okay. Live with that. Whatever I just did, live with it. What just happened? Okay. Looks good. File. Overwrite. Now I need to open up the damage and do the treatment to it. So, technique that I've been working on. I can alt tabulate properly. New layer. First, let's copy our regular overlay. Then go down to this one, select the color, got something blown up, go up to this one and deleted. That should create a damage file for us, so you can see. I like that slow and awake thing, little random footholds. Looking good, looking very nice. That should do it. That should be our new custom cam. Good girl. Only one logo, not a lot of text, some anime cuteness. California acid rain. The folks at Gaijin seem to like the weathered look on airplanes, so why not have this one look like it has survived the look. Hey, we found exhausts. Good. Wasn't too exhausting. I didn't find the tires though. Tired of looking. So overall, I'd say that's a win. This is one of my more sharp looking camo. Go ahead and post this on the live. Let's finish this up. Here we are in user skins. There's our template. Add to archive. Let's call this one Kamusume. Oh, whatever. Why not? Kikabusume. Perfect. These over there, bud. Zip. Alright. Now, get some pictures. Did you know you can do this? Now, this is how I get good looking pictures, or more dynamic pictures, let's say, for the Live.War Thunder post. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba da ba. Oh man, this looks good out in the wild. Okay, yeah. Yeah. This looks good. This really does look good. Okay. Now I can go to the replay. It looks really good once it's in game. I like it. I really like it. If I replaced Squid Girl with some like generic self-drawn anime girl, then I could probably put that on market. But let's just reduce the. Actually, just the textures that I have there, those backgrounds look really nice. And then if I put some semi-historic kanji on there or something, I could probably put that on market, and I'd have enough Gaijubel coins to get my KV220 starter pack in no time. So let's see, we want to view replay. Let's get this done. Tank Baby is KO. Is tired girl. Dada's tired today as well. So let's finish this. Finish the fight. Okay, there's some nice lighting. Doesn't that look nice? It really came together nicely. It really did. Man, I like that. Okay. I just love when I end up making something something that I'm happy with. Should have been a squid girl. Should have learned to eat musume. Invading the land dwellers, but ending up working at a burger joint. Making the weebos cry when my body pillow doesn't arrive. Shipping from China takes forever. Oh, I should have been a squid girl. Do. Don't pay no mind to the Weeb Thunder soundtrack. I was thinking about doing an episode of like War Thunder karaoke. I feel like that could be really good. Oh, I love this skin. This camouflage could make the Kikka playable. We'll find out. I really like it. Have I mentioned that I like it? Because I like it. That is adorable. Okay. And my wife recently subscribed to the YouTube channel. I think it's just so she can find out how much time I'm actually spending making these videos. Shh. Don't tell her. I was feeling really sick today. I still am. I'm feeling really bad. I can't like move, or I just feel horrible. But I'm not doing much moving around here, and so feeling pretty good. Okay, we got the screenshots we needed. Let's go to the old live dot and post this thing up. Should have been a squid girl. Should have gone to user skins. User skins. Then we wanted Kikka Musume. Kikka Musume. There we go. Images. Back to the main folder. Screenshots. And man, those look good. Man, those look good. Those are some good screenshots. This tasty artistic expression right there. Look at how it looks over the terrain. Man, I like it. I really like it. And that base was easy to make. Just a few layers and a texture, a felt texture, some ink blots, ink splatter I should say, and a color. And that's your base right there. You can put whatever you want on that and people will be drawn to it. You know, it's those natural patterns I found, like an animal's natural camouflage patterns. They're really attractive. They look great out in the wild. Just the way that ink splatters naturally, it has an appeal to it. You know what I mean? It seems random, but it's not, and it appeals to the part of your brain that looks for meaning in things. and also because it's sort of a random pattern, a scatter pattern you might say, you don't notice the artifacting you get with these 2D layers being layered crudely over a 3D model. So all in all, I don't know how much of that made sense, but it meant something to me, and I like this camo. I really like it. Look at that. I mean, it's just got a lot of character, you know? Okay. Tag this thing. So, anime. Weeb Thunder. There's a new one. It's been used once. Alright. Kikka. Usume. Good girl. Kikka. Okay. Okay. There we go. That was highly enjoyable, guys. Thanks for joining me for the stream. I'm going to check comments real quick. I love your comment, Drakfus. So true. And that'll do her. I want to try and get some rest and get some lunch in me. Thanks for dropping by the stream today, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.